Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about more affordable alternatives or dupes for Hermes handbags. And I'm not going to be talking about bags that are basically almost exact replicas of Hermes handbags, just minus the branding that you see on an Hermes bag. But I'm going to show you guys some alternatives that are very similar in shape and the general look of the bag without being direct copies. So I've made this topic of finding dupes for designer handbags a bit of a series on my channel. So I have a video about dupes for YSL handbags and one for Louis Vuitton also. And if you're interested in watching those videos, I'll leave the playlist up here for you to watch next. And quickly before we get into this video, if you're new here, hi, my name is Carol and my channel is all about fashion, luxury, and style tips for the working woman. So if you like this video, please check out my channel, watch a few more of my other videos, and consider subscribing as well as hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out on my future uploads. So since I have a lot of handbags to cover in this video, I'm going to go through them fairly quickly and give you guys the key features of both the Hermes bags as well as the dupes that I found for them, and let you guys know some of the differences too. And of course, I'm going to give you guys the prices also, but if you're interested in finding out more, I'll leave everything linked down below. So if you want to find out a more detailed description of these items, or if you want to see more photos, then you can definitely check out the links down below. I'm going to start with, of course, a very classic bag within the Hermes range of handbags, and that is the Birkin. It's one of the two most popular bags at Hermes, and it retails for an extremely high price tag. Of course, you can buy it new at the boutique for a lower price, but then it's going to cost you probably more to buy it new on the resale market. When I was looking for dupes of the Birkin, I really focused on finding bags that had those two straps that come across the front of the bag, as well as having the two top handles that are very common of tote bags. So I found two dupes for the Birkin. One of them has the flap that folds over the front of the bag and the other one doesn't, and both of these alternatives are from Michael Kors. So I'm going to start with the one that doesn't have the flap first, and this bag is called the Nouveau Hamilton Satchel, and it comes in three sizes. The smallest one is $268 and it goes up to $378 for the biggest size. So as you can see, the price for this bag is much less than getting yourself a Birkin, and this bag comes in canvas, leather, or croc embossed leather version also. And of course, this bag does have the two straps that form at the front of the bag, and it's secured by this lock with the Michael Kors logo on it. And then what's unique about this bag as compared to the Birkin is that there actually is a zipper for you to close the top of the bag. So it is more secure, because on the Birkin, if you don't fold the flap over the front and you leave it inside the bag, it isn't that secure because anyone can just easily reach inside because it is so open. And another thing about this Michael Kors bag that I really like is it does come with an adjustable and detachable crossbody strap, which doesn't exist on the Birkin. And I know that a lot of people are actually turned off by the Birkin because it doesn't come with that shoulder strap. I personally think that it's always great to have that option to carry it hands-free. So that's something that I think gives the Michael Kors bag a little bit of an edge over the Birkin. And the second dupe is the Carmen Beltis Satchel. So this bag is very similar to the one that I just spoke about. It also comes in three sizes. The smallest one is $258 US and the largest size is $378. And there are a lot of unique patterns for this bag, and of course the unique patterns will cost you a little bit more. So this bag has the flap detail like I mentioned, and on the website I do see them style it with the flap over the front of the bag, but I don't think there's anything stopping you from keeping it inside like most people use their Birkin. And this bag has this really pretty chain detail that hangs on the front of the bag, and of course it has those two strap details that you can actually adjust to make it tighter or looser if you want to. And as with the previous dupe, this bag also comes with a crossbody strap that is detachable, and between this bag as well as the Nouveau Hamilton Satchel satchel. I actually preferred this bag a little bit more. I really like the chain detail on the front of the bag, and I like how those two tabs that come across the front of the bag isn't just for show and really serves no purpose. I like that you're able to cinch the bag in a little bit more or loosen it depending on how much capacity you want in your bag. So next up, I'm going to talk about the Hermes Lindy as well as the dupe that I found for it. So the Lindy is a very unique style of handbag. I haven't really seen many things on the market that look similar to it. There are two top handles on this bag that are spaced pretty far apart, and there is a longer strap that is attached to both of the top handles. And the opening for the Lindy, I think, is a little bit of a hassle. There are these two zippers to open the bag, and there is also these two parts of the zipper that you can connect and secure with this turn lock. So yes, it's very secure, but I'm not quite sure everyone would take all those precautions to secure their bag. So the dupe that I found for the Lindy is the most expensive out of all of these alternatives on this list. This bag is $1,050 US, but everything else that I'm going to talk about in this video is actually under $1,000, and the majority of them are actually even under $500. And even though this bag is a little bit over $1,000, I do think that it still is significantly less than the Hermes Lindy, which goes for over $6,000 even for the smallest size. And of course, it's very hard to get your hands on. Last I checked, it actually isn't available on the Hermes website. So the alternative I'm talking about is this bag from a brand called Boy. So it's B-O-Y-Y, two Y's, and this bag is called the Wonton bag. And this bag, aside from having a very cute name, also has some extra features that I think make it a little bit unique from the Lindy, while actually also making it a little bit more user-friendly also. So this bag, like the Lindy, has those two top handles that are spaced pretty far apart. And as it is, I think it is a little bit hard to quickly grab your bag when you want to. But the thing about this Boy Wonton bag is that you can actually interlock the two handles, so it kind of forms one top handle in a way. And also the strap that comes with this bag is adjustable and detachable, which is something that is lacking from the Hermes bag. And the last thing is that I think that this bag should be a little bit easier to get into, because the opening of this bag is actually magnetized instead of having the double zippers. So you can easily open up the magnet and reach inside if you want to, but because of the shape of the bag, I still think it is fairly secure. Next, I want to talk about two saddlebags that Hermes offers, and the first of the two is the Hermes Evelyn bag, which is pretty popular, especially for people that are looking for a casual crossbody bag. And this bag comes in a few different sizes. The smallest one is $1,800 US, and the largest one is $4,500 US. So this bag is pretty simple in its construction. There is one open space on the inside, and there also is a pocket on the outside of the bag. And the bag is secured with this small tab that buttons onto one side of the bag. And then on the front, there is this kind of perforated H logo on it, and I think that people sometimes flip it over so that the H logo is against their body. So there is kind of two ways to wear this bag. So the dupe that I found for the Evelyn is the Coach Emery bag, and this bag retails for $395 US. The Emery bag from Coach is available in a canvas material, or you can get it in a single color leather as well as a color block leather version also. So the great thing about the Emery bag is the top of the bag can be secured with a zipper, whereas the Evelyn is definitely much more wide open. And while the Evelyn only has one exterior slip pocket, the Coach bag actually has two pockets on the outside, one that is open like on the Evelyn, but the second one can actually be zipped closed. And the second saddlebag from Hermes is their Gypsy bag. So this bag is very similar to the Birkin and Kelly because it also has those two horizontal straps at the front of the bag. And this bag does open with a flap style opening. And the bag that I found that is a dupe or alternative for the Gypsy is actually not that similar in terms of how you get into the bag, but from the front, it does look very similar. And the bag I'm talking about is from Tory Burch, and it is their Lee Radziwill foil saddlebag. So this bag is available in two sizes. It's available in the smaller size for $598 US, and then the larger size for $698 US, whereas the Gypsy Air can cost you over 8,000 US. So the thing with this Tory Burch bag is that it also has those two straps at the front of the bag, which gives it that kind of Hermes look for less, but the top of the bag is actually wide open, and also the shape of the bag is also slightly different in comparison to the Hermes bag, but on first look, it does look very similar. And next we have the Constance bag from Hermes. So this bag is very widely loved and appreciated by a lot of people, and for good reason, because this is a very classic silhouette. And this bag has this H logo at the front of the bag that is easily recognizable, and the inside of the bag is separated into multiple compartments so you can easily organize your items. And this bag can be either worn over your shoulder, crossbody, or you can double up the strap to wear it a little bit higher up on your shoulder too. So since this bag is so simple in its silhouette, there are a lot of bags out there that could be dupes for this bag at a lower price point, because the Constance can cost you over $4,000 even for the smallest size, and of course it just creeps up from there. And this is only if you buy it brand new at the boutique. So when I was looking for a dupe of this bag, I really wanted to focus on something that had a very similar shape, because the Hermes Constance is a little bit more of a square shape, whereas a lot of these type of bags tend to be a little bit more rectangular. So the bag that I found that I would say is the closest dupe in terms of how the bag is shaped is a bag from this brand called De Melier London. So the bag is called their Vancouver bag, and this bag costs $460 for a leather version. They also have a canvas version for $435, and they also have a croc embossed or quilted version for $485 US. So this bag, as you can see from the picture up on the screen, is definitely so similar to the Constance. The only main difference when you look at the front of the bag is instead of having the H logo, you do instead have these two parallel vertical lines that kind of serves as the focal point of the front of the bag. And I actually quite like how that looks. I think it is a little bit something unique without really making it over the top, because as I mentioned, this is such a classic, timeless, and simple silhouette. The inside of the Vancouver bag definitely isn't the same as the Constance. The compartments are different, but for the most part, when you're looking at a bag, at least when I'm looking for dupes, I do focus a lot on the outside of the bag, and as you can see up on the screen, they do look very similar in that regards. And of course, this Hermes dupes video would not be complete without talking about dupes for the Hermes Kelly. So this bag is probably my favorite out of all the bags that Hermes offers, and similar to the Birkin, it is very hard to come by and costs so much money. So this bag is a very classic silhouette. It is a top handle bag, and personally I do really love top handle bags because they look so ladylike and feminine. And the great thing about the Kelly is it does come with an adjustable and detachable crossbody strap, which is definitely a great plus compared to the Birkin, and is one of the reasons I would much prefer buying a Kelly over a Birkin. But of course, that's just my opinion. So I found 3 dupes that are very similar to the Hermes Kelly bag, and the first one is another one from the Tory Burch Lee Radziwill line, and this bag is just titled their Lee Radziwill bag. So there is the nano size that is $298 US, and then they have their petite version, which is $498, and then the small size is $698 US. So this bag, similar to the saddle bag that is a dupe of the Hermes Gypsy Air, is super similar looking to the Kelly when you look at the front of the bag, but this bag is actually not a flap style bag. The top of it actually just pulls apart and opens that way instead of lifting open the flap. But aside from that, it still has very similar looking features to the Kelly, and it also does come with the adjustable and detachable crossbody strap, which I always talk about because it is such an important aspect to any bag. But if you really want a top handle bag with that flap opening similar to the Hermes Kelly, then I found this amazing website. It's called Murda, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and they basically source handbags from a variety of Italian designers, and they have a bunch of different designers there and a variety of different handbag shapes also. And there's two bags from that website that I think look so similar to the Kelly bag. So the first of the two is this bag that's called the Licia bag, and it comes in two sizes. So it comes in the smaller size for $344, and then the bigger size is $476 US. And this bag looks so similar to the Kelly. It basically is almost exactly the same shape, but then it doesn't have the same type of buckle feature as on the Kelly. Instead, it has this very differently unique type of closure where there is sort of like this little piece that hangs down a little bit, and you have to lift it up and then open up the flap. So I think that looks really nice. It is such a simple design and looks so elegant. And then the second bag is the Sarah bag from the same website, and this bag is also very similar looking to the Hermes Kelly. I would say that probably the proportions are a little bit different. So this bag is so pretty. It has this turn lock feature to open the flap. And the best thing about this bag is it comes with this really pretty bamboo handle that I think looks so high end. And this bag costs $422 US. So these two bags are great alternatives to the Hermes Kelly. And when you purchase these bags, sometimes they'll be shipped to you right away, or in some cases, they'll actually be crafted once you place the order. So I don't know about you guys, but that little custom type of feel and feature is actually very appealing to me. So that is it for this video, sharing with you guys affordable alternatives to popular Hermes handbags and how to get the Hermes luxury look for less. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, maybe found out about some handbags that you never knew existed before. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you're considering getting any of these Hermes handbags, and if I kind of convinced you to maybe check out the dupes instead. And let me know which of these handbags that I shared today was your personal favorite. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing for new videos every single week on luxury and fashion. And I'll leave two videos up on the screen for you to watch next. So I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.